Sound check. Sound check. All right.
Any races you want to ride?
We are definitely going for the G1. The horse I want to ride is not here in the list, but I wonder if she's gonna be in the lineup. Or should I save my power and just go for the races that are actually worth something? Saturday. What do we want to race on Saturday? I would love to go here and race on that. But I can't for some reason. Stick at Tokyo all weekend. One 1.6. Now, can we buy
Hope you find a good
Kitasan
one.
and still race? You are a turf horse, right? Turf. Late surgery. Alright, I'm gonna try and restrict myself on the maidens, because entering every single race just wears you out. Physically. Big ol' long stretch, long stretch. Nope. Try it again. Had good stamina. For some reason, we just didn't have the power at the end. That took a retry for a somewhat easy race. Front runner, yay. That one was a bit tricky as well. That was a one and done. I think we're good. Okay, that would say somewhat easy, maiden. break out, I can't. Good job. That looks great. Easy allowance. Good horse, good horse. Here we go. Japanese folks. Who's here? Who's here? I don't know any of these horses. She's not here. The horse I was looking for is not here, surprisingly. Ah, that's a shame. Alright, we are on the #1 favorite, Nuovo record. But I don't know any of these other ones. They're not big names. Fast, girl, don't go too fast. Burn out. #1 favorite, don't burn out. Burn out. Beautiful pace, beautiful pace. Come on, come on. Looking real good, looking real good. One and done, one and done. One and done, one and done. Good girl. Beautiful, beautiful. Then we wrap up the weekend with an allowance. For the day, I guess. Day, weekend, it's the last race. Last race of Sunday. we're burning a tad bit too much. Just a smidge too much. Hundreds. Are you trying to mog me, number 5? Oh my god, you did. Okay, my fault. My fault, I didn't think I need to use the 5th whip. My fault. That was a good race. To be honest, I should have kept it. We got a G1 win. Really? Should have taken that second. Should have taken that second. Ooh, bad start. Why did I have to get greedy? I should have taken the second. Well, in it now. Try and get second again. I'll take a second place. The hill. So crowded. these guys really are fighting for it. Shit. Should have really taken that second place. I'm gonna kill my arm just trying to get second again. No way! Bro. Okay, hold on. Alright, BRB. Okay, what retry is this? I don't know. I'm at least getting second. Greedy, shouldn't have gotten greedy. I should have taken the second place. Now I can't even get it back. Oh, steeplechase. You know, that's yeah. I know it's not that big in Japan, but yeah, I know about Oji Chosan. He's like probably one of the best steeplechase horses that Japan ever had. But the one that I like myself is Nishino Daisy. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Like if I can ride on Nishino Daisy, that would be phenomenal. Because Nishino Daisy has both Nishino Flower and Seiyun Sky in their pedigree. So I wouldn't mind seeing that, like steeplechasing in here as well. I mean, it's this guy is
This
doing
is how
so
you
much,
win a
like a
G1.
solo dev,
At the end, the
and I
strongest
just want to
horse is
see,
out in front.
this. I want to see this game grow more. Like from what that other guy said today on that G1 channel, where
Push a
they're gonna
horse into a
eventually try and
position
put
that doesn't suit its
British and
style,
American
and
horses
it
in
won't
here.
show its
That's
true
gonna be
ability.
so nice.
First, let it run in its
Yeah,
natural
yeah.
way.
British and American tracks and horses. So I really want to see this game blow up. Like the Hololive VTubers, I think Louis still playing it. Well, at least she was as a bit ago. That should be giving this game a lot of traction to start off as well. Like a lot of big influencers streaming this game is gonna help it a lot. And I want to see the older horses myself from Japan because I'm a big fan of Gold City. So I want to see like 1984 on up, maybe even older. I don't know. There's so many horses I want to see in here. But I mean, like
Any races you want to ride?
for me, this is my goat right now. I'm a big Kitasan Black fan. See, and I can't enter that. Why can't I enter it? So yeah, I still have questions about this game, but overall, I love it. But there's just a few things that I need to nitpick on, like not being able to enter this race when I just entered the Japanese Oak. So why can't I enter this race? I'm already a G1 winner twice, but it seems to be something with the point system that's making these races unavailable at the moment. And I don't want to go back. I do not want to replay those races again because, dude, my arm is hurting from yesterday. Because, like, if you take every single race, like in a full weekend, oh, dude, you're gonna be sore at the end of the day. So, but now I have to because I need to start building up my points again. Who's in here anyway? Toho Jackal. Oh, that's the horse that Gold Chip got all fussy with. World. It's a little. It sucks that I can't race. Okay, well I guess that's it. Meguru Kinen. I can't race in any. See, and I need to find out why. So yeah, I bought it last week because if I buy the horse and then try and enter races, I cannot enter G1 races. Yeah, so me, I'm American, but I'm a huge Uma Musume fan. So Japan racing is what I know. Like I know a little bit about American horse racing, but the majority of my knowledge is Japanese horse racing. And I picked up this game because it was gonna have, the Uma versions of the Uma Musumes, and I've already ridden on 2 of them, and to me that's a big feeling. Tokyo Sunday. Oh, I'm gonna have to grind. Yeah, no, but yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so if you're Irish, do you know about fine motion? Because she's Irish. 90.1. Is that my best? I think that is the best bet. 87. Oh no no no. These horses I don't they're not racing yet. They're coming up in the debut. I think this one is debuting next week, and Kitasan is debuting like in July. I'm just looking for contracts right now to ride. I'm riding whatever they offer me. Yeah, no, these I'm just looking for rides to make money. Even though I have points, but I don't there's something in the coding I think that's preventing me from riding in the graded races right now because I bought a horse, and if you buy a horse for some reason it doesn't let you enter graded races. So I think that is something I should probably go on Steam about and see if anybody knows what's going on with that. Because I should definitely be able, I just entered the Japanese Oaks and I won. I should be able to enter the Tokyo Derby and, you know, race in that at least. At least if not the G2 and the G3. Okay, so for a G1, you have to win at least 2 to 3 G2s. To enter a G2, you have to win at least 2 G3s. To enter a G3, I think you just need to unlock multiplayer. But there might also be a points thing. You might need a certain number of jockey points to enter to be eligible to ride. And the thing that I was told is you don't necessarily have to play with the horse that you're first offered. You can exit out and then try again, and it's gonna switch the ratings and the horse probably. So a good trick that I'm doing is I'm trying to find the best rating for the race that I'm trying to enter. So you see it just went up to 88, 87.5, 87.9. So I'm just trying to find the best horse to race right now for all these other races. And I think 88 is the top. But okay, so if you're already racing your horse in the graded races, have you been grinding your jockey points? Because I've only been playing this game on stream lately, so I'm only in May of my first year. So like my horses have not debuted yet. They will be very soon. Because for me, like, you know, I've read at least a little bit on Japanese horse racing, and like, let's say, take for example Christophe Lemaire. He races like almost every single horse, or he races in every single race of that day. So for the big G1 races, he's racing like all the other races of that same day as well, which is maybe anywhere, because there's like 12 races in a day. So he might be racing anywhere between 8 to all 12 of them. I mean, that's how they make their money. And right now, that's I'm trying to grind for money again. Sunday, I think I'll just go for Tokyo. It's gonna wear me out, but I need money. Yeah, the first G1 I entered was the Spring Tenno show, and I came in third. You know, I was not gonna beat those monsters that were there. And I was able to ride a win variation, which was nice. But there were just some monsters in that race that I know from the game. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be... Okay, so my plan right now, I'm gonna enter Danon Liberty in probably the Asahi High. That's my goal. And for Kitasan Black, I'm gonna enter him in the Hopeful Stakes at the end of the year because he's medium long distance, and the Asahi is mile, so he's not the best suited for it. But he's perfect for the Hopeful Stakes. Although in Musume, you can race him as a miler. Race her as a miler. With some buffs. 8.2. Yeah, but the Spring Tenno show that I entered, I was just starstruck. You know, I saw, I think it was 4 Musumes. And at least being able to take third was, something. At least placed. But now, yeah, now we aim for the wins. Because now we can get better horses to ride on. I mean, I was able to do the Japanese Oaks one and done. It was just that last race that gave me so much trouble. For some reason. 1.6. I think that's the best. Yeah, so yeah, just try to win one more G3 and you should start getting the G2 offers. Win 2 G2s. It's 2 to 3 G2s, and then you'll start getting the G1 offers. But just make sure you have a certain number of jockey points, because I think there is something with that system that might be a little bugged right now. So after this stream, I'm gonna go on the Steam message boards and look at probably ask about that, because it kind of sucks not being able to race in the Japanese Derby. That is the big race for any horse. 6. Okay. Ah, it's a full weekend of racing. My arm's gonna hate me. End closer. Good. And me myself, I kind of like the end closers, late surgers, because they're easier to manage on stamina. Front runners can be such a pain in here, especially if you get a bad gate or a bad break at the start. I'll take that second. I don't want to overwork my arm from yesterday. Front runner, yippee. We have the inner rail. Inner gate. But do I have to fight for it? Most of the times, yes. Like, I do the shoulder whip at the very, very end. Depending if I need a little bit of speed, but I rarely use the shoulder whip. I can get by you. Oh, you're gonna fight me for it, aren't you? Yeah, like the show whip or not the show whip, the shoulder whip at the end to keep their motivation up, so they have at least a little bit of more speed. Pace chaser. I mean, there are some races where I only have to use it 4 times, if at that, but there's just some of these races that it's like they really do ramp up the difficulty on some of them. It's like, maidens should not be that hard to win, but I mean, you watch maiden races every day, and you're gonna see some that are really cutthroat. Really? Okay, see that I did not know. Like, yeah, show whip. I don't see, like, I haven't seen like all the benefits of it. But I mean, it's there, so I mean, yeah, it's gotta have a reason for it. Oh yeah, they're gonna fight me for this one. Let's try it again. So show whip and then use the actual whip, huh? I would try to give it a try, but yeah, pretty. I'm like a bit set in my muscle memory by now. So I'll try it. Get up there. Okay, guess I gotta fight for the pace. Oh, we're going way too fast, way too fast. Yeah, where we... Oh no, we ran out. That was a bad break. See, and that's the thing, like, not having a tutorial, like, yeah, you don't learn a lot of these things. Like, I learned pretty much from watching the AI take the reins for like a few races. Once he started losing, then I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me try it now. But yeah, you're just watching the AI's movement. You're not really, you don't know exactly everything he's doing. Oh, this guy's fighting for it. Okay, so on the game, if you're a hardcore Uma Musume fan or a hardcore Japanese racing fan, get it. It's a solo dev, so there are problems. I'm not gonna lie, but he's been putting out the patches on a regular basis. If you are not a hardcore horse racing fan, I would wait a little bit for the game to be polished more, but do keep an eye on it. I'm coming into this game from Uma Musume, so I love it. You know, I'm seeing names that I recognize from either the game itself or from the bloodlines of the horses, and I'm loving that part of it. So it's like it's a different aspect to Uma Musume, but it connects it in a way. Okay, now that question I cannot answer because this is the first jockey game that I'm ever playing. I was never big into horse racing until Uma Musume. So all my knowledge is basically as of a year ago. But that question can be answered on I don't know what his name is. But he made a video I think today. I think it's something like G1 Racer or G1 channel. Give me 1 second, I'll go find it. G1 Gamer. He's played all those games. So like and he says that like, give this game a chance, Don't bash it because this is like the first modern iteration of a jockey game if you don't count like what is it winning post because those games have gone strictly Japanese only, and I know there have been a lot of people asking for English patches because like it was only a year ago that Global Uma Musume came out, and a lot of us want to play another type of horse racing game that relates to Japanese horse racing. Yes, here, I'll post the link. Give me 1 second.
Hello, everybody. G1 Gamer here. Hope you're all keeping well. Just a little.
Yeah, that guy gives you a good bit of info on this game and then comparing it to like some of the other ones. Yup, yup. Yeah, so I'm looking into this game for the long haul, for like a breeding systems. If they ever introduce a training mode, that's gonna be like I don't know, the Uma version of Uma Musume. I don't know how else to say it. But I do know a lot of people, like on some of the Uma Musume Discords, they are playing this game. The HoloLive VTubers playing it should be giving it some traction as well. I think if they can introduce like a multiplayer, a strictly only multiplayer mode, not where you have to do races, but like do like room matches like with your own horses, I think that would be nice. I think I used up too much stamina. Yeah, so right now, it's like okay, so you start your career around 2012 because like all the horses you see, not these because I think some of these might be RNG names, well not RNG but like placeholder names, I guess. But once you get to like the graded races, that's where you start seeing names from like Uma Musume or like the horses that ran at that time. You will see the names start popping up more often. There's, from what I've heard, it goes all the way up to 2025 or 6. But you know, me, I'm taking it slow because I'm racing a lot of races every weekend, and it takes a toll on your arm if you're just like at the last spurt to where you're spamming the button to accelerate and then you know doing the whips and all that. It takes a toll on you. But right now it's strictly buying horses, racing, and I guess you know that's basically it. Now that's also some of the flack that they've gotten. It's like, yeah, this should have been maybe like an early release or maybe like a beta, which I mean I can kind of agree. But I mean, come on, it's one guy that's doing the majority of the grunt work, so. I'm in it for the long haul. I've already got my money's worth because I see that I came into this game with expectations of seeing the Uma Musume's Uma versions, and I've seen that, so I'm sold. But yeah, there's still plenty of improvements that can be done to this game, and I want to be there for it. Better. Much better. I mean, that's basically what I'm doing. Is I'm just taking rides on regular horses that because I don't know any of these. Like, I might know the stable name of some of these horses. Let me see what the lineup is here. Yeah, because yeah, I think some of these are just too generic. I don't know any of these stable names, if these are even stable names at all. You really have to wait until the greater races to see like the Danons, the Shonens, the Tosens. What's another big stable name? But like Danon's like a real prominent one that I've been seeing. Danon and Shonen are some of the ones I see a lot. The only flag I can give this game for the naming convention is like all these races that I'm racing, you're probably gonna see the same horse several times, which IRL you would never see that because a horse races once and that's it. You give it a break for at least minimum 2 weeks. 2 weeks or more. That's just too much racing, you know. A horse races once for at least a few weeks and, you know, yeah, give it a break because they are fragile. earning points. I'm good. Front runner. I do like that. Although I think they could add music to the replay mode. That would be nice. The replays are a little dull with no music. I do want to see what the skills do eventually. But man, they are expensive. Okay, that time I probably didn't need the fifth. See, and that's the thing, like, some of these races just seem so easy, while others, it's like, they're so cutthroat. And yeah, that was a maiden race. But yeah, I've had maiden races that are, like, really cutthroat. Outside it go then. 600. 500. Big ol' long stretch. Oh, number 4, you gonna fight for it? Welcome. It's not always. It seems like that sometimes, but I've had cutthroat races that are, you know, maidens and allowances. It might seem, but that's not always the case. Like for quite a while, yeah, the maidens, the allowances, the opens seem very easy to win. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I hit a wrong button somewhere. It got off the full screen. It's not what I want. Hold on, hold on. I'll fix it later. I mean, it's not always that it's a bad horse. It's just some of these, like the pace, can be really, really harsh. Like sometimes they're really super aggressive on keeping position. And closer, don't let it stress it. My first G3, it took, actually no, my first G3 I did not win. I had to settle for a second because it was just so, like, I think the horse, before I knew the trick, I had the number 9 favorite. To get a number 9 favorite to at least second place, I consider that good. The second G3 I entered, I won. The first G2 I entered, I won. The first G1 I entered, I got third. No, I ran out of staff. Didn't grab the inner rail. Yeah, I think I had entered the G3 with Tosin Jordan. Well, he was the, I think, number 5 favorite. And the best I could manage was a second place. And I know Tosin Jordan's a good horse. The G1 winner, but yeah, it was just, I think the game really stacked it against you by giving him a bad rating. And there was only so much I could do. But I'm like, you know, that's, to me, that's one of my Oshis in Umumusme, so I'm like, I wanted to ride that horse. Yes, I bought Kitasan Black, and for some reason, I was not able to enter the Japanese Derby. So, I'm trying to figure out what's going on there between buying a horse and not being able to enter graded races. So that's why I didn't save when I exited the last races. So I want to see if I can't enter, what is it? What's after the the Derby. I think it's gonna be some G3 races. Yeah, I. What would be June? I think it's G3 races. If I can't enter G3s after this weekend, I might have to reset and see what's going on with that. Because I want to enter the Derby, and if not, then that's the only thing I want to miss. I don't want to miss any more G1s. Because I know mid-June is the Yasuda Kinen and then the Takarazuka Kinen. But to me, Kitasan Black is my goat. That is the horse whose progeny I am following right now. And if you're curious, my goat from his progeny is Croix du Nord right now. 4 G1 winner. He almost had the Spring Triple Crown. Almost had it. But Meisho Tabaru had to deny it. I think I sprung too early. Yeah, I sprung too early. Yeah, cause so when you buy a horse and you notice this in the pedigrees, some horses are gonna peak at 3 years old. A lot of horses are gonna peak at 3 years old. Kitasan Black and his progeny, they peak around 4 to 5 years old. So any horse from the Kitasan Black line, they're probably not going to do well in their classic season. Maybe at the end of it. But most other horses are going to be at their peak on their classic year. Yes. Yeah, if you want, okay, so I can tell you about this other content creator then. It's MHYBE. He did a whole thing on the pedigrees. And you see that there are certain names you see where they will peak later around their 4 to 5 year old years versus a lot of horses that go for the classics. But I think that video has been hit with a restriction, so I don't think it's available anymore. I'll try and look it up after this. If I can find the lane. No, I got boxed in. Let me see if I can find it. Dude, what button did I hit? Okay, yeah, here it is. Oh, it's for members only. Yeah, he had to restrict it. Shoot. but it's this guy right here. Like he just basically just spurted out info about bloodlines for like 40 minutes. There might be you might be able to see Red New reacted to it, but that would have been like some time ago. You would have to dig. I don't remember when exactly that was. And you might be able to find it in Red New's VOD when he reacted to it. But like you will see how some names you will only see at certain race courses, because that is where their like their lineage is best at. You know what? I'm gonna take that. So, like for example, the Tony Bin bloodline, they're gonna dominate left-handed courses such as Tokyo. So you're gonna see people like horses like Winning Ticket, Jungle Pocket. Who else is Tony Bin? Air Groove, I believe. And then you're gonna see like maybe some that have a certain affinity to certain race courses, such as Hanshin. Hanshin, you're gonna see the Gold Ship bloodline a lot as winners. I think most of the Stay Gold bloodline is Hanshin specialist. Yeah, man, no problem. I mean, all my knowledge again is from Uma Musume. So, you know, if you're in that rabbit hole, if you go down that rabbit hole, you're gonna learn, you know, a lot of stuff like that. Which is, this game is perfect for, because this is, you know, strictly focusing on Japanese racehorses at the time. Or rather, at this time. And then another horse, say Almond Eye, she's a Tokyo specialist. So I think the majority of her G1 wins were all on the Tokyo race course. And like she almost never left that place because that's the only place she was winning. And yes, Almond Eye is in here. I've seen someone ride her. Okay, maybe I didn't need that fifth whip. Grinding, grinding, grinding. End closer. Oh, it's a big race. I think this is the last race first. No, wait. No, I think there's one more. See, but you notice how the stands fill out throughout the races getting later because everybody's here for the G1. Like the first race of the day is going to be fairly empty. But once you get to like the 7th, 8th race, that's when like the crowd starts piling in. Because majority of the time, Sunday, race 11 is the big race for the weekend. I believe that refreshes every year, if I'm not mistaken. Lot of traffic. I think we can win that. that time the lane opened up beautifully, but just didn't have the positioning. I think this horse is shoving me outside. Bro, quit shoving me. Holy crap. Thank you. Damn. You know what? I'm gonna take a second. I'll take a look at the names again. I can tell you the G1 winners that I know off the bat. I mean, Cheval Grand, I think might be a. Well, you know what? Either Cheval Grand or Real Steel for sure. I'm not sure what Satono Crown's price is, but Satono Crown's also a G1 winner IRL. The other ones I would have to go on Netkaba to look them up. Good horse. I do not know that horse. I think this was my last race. Oh, there we go. Now I went back to full screen. Okay. So, first of all, see? I cannot enter a G1. Damn, Yasuda Kinen, that's early? So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna reset this and just I'm gonna have to run it all over again. Okay, anyway.
Let me know if you spot a good horse.
So Cheval Grand is a G1 winner. I think he only has one G1. The Danon, I know that's stable. I do not know these horses personally. I know I've heard of that horse. I don't remember from where. Well, Duramente ain't cheap, so no. Deep Jewelry. I want to say that's probably a Deep Impact offspring. Mickey Queen, I could probably, well, that's not really cheap. Real Steel, again, not cheap, but he is a good horse. Because he's the father, or the sire of Forever Young. Satono Crown, also not cheap, but Satono Crown is a G1 winner. The Tosins, I don't know these Tosins myself. But I do know the stable.
Any races you want to ride?
Yeah, I want to know what's going on here. Cause I don't want to miss out on these G1s because that is a lot of prestige right there. Okay, so on the chart that you see here, like on Dan on Liberty, like from 2 to 3 years old, he peaks at 3 and then he starts going downhill. So he's great for a classic horse. And then Kitasan, he starts low, he slowly starts going up, and then like, 4 to 5 to 6, like he's at his peak. And then he goes downhill. So him, I wouldn't count on a classic winner until maybe the Kika show and beyond. From the state line Kinen, which is I think in late September, early October onward, he should be solid. Because that's how it was in IRL. He only has one crown. You know what I will do? I'm gonna save it here. I will save it to slot 3. I do not want to use up slot 1 because I do want to race in these other G1s. Yeah, because grinding these small races is such a pain. Like, if I can limit that and just do the, the G1s, that would be better. And so, see, that's my debut for the newcomer. But yeah, 2 G1s, 4 G2s, and 3 G3s. It's only because I cannot enter these other races right now for some reason. But the thing is, maidens are free to enter. That's the only thing. No, it's because like ever since I bought Kitasan, I cannot enter any graded races for some reason. So that's where I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. I have points, I have plenty of points, but buying any horse somehow removes you from entering G1 or any greater race. Here, let me show you. So this is before I buy Kitasan. As you can see, I can enter this. I can enter the Japanese Oaks.
Hope you find a good one.
But if I buy Kitasan, I cannot enter the race. Now, let me see if it works with a cheaper horse, because I have not tried that. Give me, I don't know, give me any cheap horse. Okay, so I think it is a jockey point thing.
If there's a race on your mind, take a look.
Okay, so let me buy something that would put me under 150k. Okay, so it's not okay. So 150k is or 148 is fine for a G1. What is the threshold then? Okay, I can still enter a G1 at 119k.
If there's a race on your
Okay, so it
mind,
has to be
take a
100k.
look.
Give me another cheap horse. Give me. Okay, it has to be 100k. That has to be the threshold for a G1 race. You need 2 to 3 G3 wins or G2 wins and 100,000 jockey points. That has to be the limit then. So I think what I'm gonna do offline is I'm gonna do all this career again from this whole week, so I can enter the Japanese Derby and then buy Kitasan.
5 whips is the limit. Use them in succession.
Because by then
and
I should have the
accelerate
money
well,
for it.
but they can also help hold off the late fade. Don't waste them.
Yeah, so if you're here and you're listening to this, you need 100,000 jockey points to enter a G1. Not only do you need your G2 wins, but you need 100,000 points in reserve. I don't know why, but you need that in order to enter a G1 as well. So there's 2 conditions: G2 wins and jockey points.
Let me know if you spot a good horse.
Now, my next thing is, can you look up any of these horses on Netkeba? the ones I'm going to start out with are the Danons because I know that stable name. And I'm going to look up Dear My Darling because that name sounds so familiar to me. And yes, Danon Major is in Netkaba, so he is an actual horse. But he is not a big winner. Dear My Darling is also in Netkaba. She is not a big winner. So yes, these horses are there. Let me look up what is a very random name. What is a cheat horse? Ash Gold. Ash Gold is in Netkaba. He's a Stay Gold bloodline. Not a big winner. But yes, all these horses apparently are in Netkaba. So you can look up all these horses and you can look up their records and see like if their rating probably falls where it should be, which like you see these ratings, but I think these are the ratings when they hit their peak. So like, you know, Kitasan 7-time G1 winner. So yeah, he's probably going to be the highest rated horse here. Queen's Ring. She has a high rating. Let me look her up. Okay, Queen's Ring, I do not... Oh, it doesn't have the apostrophe. Hold on. Okay, Queen's Ring is in here. From Manhattan Cafe. She has a G1 win. So yes, so Queen's Ring is a G1 winner. So yeah, if you want a cheat sheet, Netkaba is your go-to guide for seeing these horses how they performed in real life. Yeah, so what have we found out today? You need jockey points and graded wins to enter graded races. So if you're not grinding for money, you should be. If you want to be racing in the high races early on. Because that is how jockeys do it IRL, at least in Japan. They ride many times in a single day for their highlight race to be the big race at the end of the day. So my advice, you know, take multiple races, look for the best horse, and just take multiple races every single weekend. Take as many as you can, so that way you can start building that money. You can start building that reputation early, unlock multiplayer, which you don't really need to do, but that's probably your first step into stepping into the graded scene. So you can start getting your G3s wins around March, because I believe that is when the first races start out. Because you have a G1 in February, but I don't think it's in here yet. There's G2s in January, but you're just getting started, so you're not gonna have access to that yet. You need G3s, which are like around in March when you have your first real shot at them. And then if everything goes right for you, you can start moving up into G2s late March, early April, and then probably get into your first G1 in May, which is the Spring Tenno show. Unless you're really, really, really good, and you can unlock, you can be in G1s by the Satsuki show, or not the Shuka show, shoot, what's it called? I'm blanking out. Blanking out, guys. I don't remember the name of the race now. Hold on. It's a good thing I have that cable right here. The Oka show, which is just before the Satsuki show. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here for now. I will probably be back later, and because I need to redo this career again, replay these last 2 weeks, because I missed out a lot buying Kitasan Black because I don't need to buy him yet, because he can't debut. When do I have him debuting? In July, because July is when you can have a 2,000-meter race, and he needs to be in a long track, because he's a medium to long distance horse. So I don't need to buy him yet. I jumped the gun, because now we know we need jockey points to enter G1. So yeah. But yeah, that's a lot of info being taken away tonight. So with that being said, y'all have a good afternoon, and I will try to be back later on today, maybe in about 3 to 4 hours, if my friend doesn't play Mech Warrior online, because I might play that if he does. But with that, I will catch y'all later. Good luck with your runs. If you play Uma Musume, good luck in your CM finals. And yeah. Have fun with this game, because this game is a lot of fun if you're a hardcore cable fan. So with that, laters.